Well, hello again. Today's walk starts and finishes actually right here at Othona. Way back when there were bluebells and primroses, took you on one of these virtual walks round part of our grounds, and I thought it would be time to revisit because there's quite a lot new to see since then. Some of it is just the progression of the natural world. Last time we walked here, heading out westward towards the lodge where some of the corps members live, this grass wasn't anything like this at all, and there weren't all the orchids that are visible now. Those purpley pink pyramidal orchids, and also lots of lovely bee orchids. Come in a bit closer to a couple of those here. Beautiful bee orchids. Now, just a few weeks ago there would have been butterfly orchids and southern marsh orchids to see as well. Might manage to find one or two of those still hanging on for you, but mostly they've already dried out and gone over. Going to head on down now towards the polytunnel and where our vegetables and things are grown. I'll see you there in a moment. Here we are, and I honestly can't remember when we last had so much salad and other vegetables under cultivation. I'm not going to comment on any of it, just give you a little bit of a look. First here in the polytunnel. All sorts of lovely things. Anybody want 20 spare tomato plants? We've got rather more than we can find space for at the moment. And then outdoors, lots of newly established raised beds. Protected as best we can against insects that are interested in the same things as we are. Some onions there. There are marigolds planted in with the runner beans. Runner beans climbing up the outside of the soft fruit cage. We've had some lovely loganberries already from that cage. So plenty growing here, because although we're all on furlough and not able to do the normal Othona work, this is also where we live, so cultivating our garden has been able to take a lot more of our time and effort and love than we can normally spare for it. One of the benefits of this, in many ways, terrible time. I'll pause the film for a bit and rejoin you in a moment. Before I leave this area of the garden, I do just need to show you how fine the lodge is looking. This is the building where some of the corps members at the moment, Liz and Kate and her partner Gavin, live, but it's had a wonderful fresh lick of paint in recent weeks from Sean, a volunteer who happened to be staying with us when lockdown started and is therefore still with us now. And he's a great person to have around. We love his company, but he's also a dab hand at things like the paintwork on the lodge. But let's head over to the other end of the Othona grounds. I'll see you there. Well, the sun's out now. It's been one of those changeable days. A little bit of rain and cloud this morning, but quite sunny now. So we've also come round to the time of year when the hanging baskets are beginning to look rather lovely. They'll grow some more. And I'm standing here in the hope that one of the parent swallows will appear, because up there I wonder if you can see. If I change the magnification, there is a swallow's nest with, at the last count, 5 chicks in it. Always keen to be fed. You won't see their heads much until the parents turn up. I don't know how far afield they've gone to collect insects. I was hoping one would turn up now. No, it's not to be, but believe me, the chicks are in there. And the moment they see the parent, they'll be hollering, feed me, no, feed me first. No, me. Maybe I'll catch them at the end of the walk. Let's head on up the hill towards Largesse, where Robin and I live, and another wildflower meadow. Well, here we are in the upper meadow. A lot more pyramid orchids you can see there, and there are plenty of butterflies around today. Probably fly in and out of shot at various times. Marbled whites and a brown butterfly, perhaps a meadow brown. This yellow flower is called Dyer's greenweed. It fluctuates from year to year. Last year we had very little of it. We've got quite a lot now. It's a rare plant, and we're delighted to have some here in the meadow. The wild roses either side of the path. I'm going to bring the magnification back to normal now. Turn left off the main path, over a tiny bridge. Some more fine pyramid orchids there. And then here there's just a couple left of the southern marsh orchids from earlier in the year. And this one I think is especially fine. Look at that, a beauty. Now behind it, why have we got mucky old corrugated iron on our wildflower meadow? Well, the thing is, it's a really favourite place for the likes of snakes and slow worms to bask under. I suppose bask is the word, because it takes up so much of the warmth of the sun, and they love that warmth. Now, I have no idea whether there's anything under here today or not, but what I'm going to do is just quickly lift the metal, have a quick look, see if there's anything there, and then drop it back again. You have to keep your eyes peeled, because if there is anything, particularly if it's a snake, it'll probably move away quite quickly. Here we go. No, nobody under there today. I might try one more piece of corrugated iron later. There's another southern marsh orchid. They're coming to the end of their time, but that one's still there. And I did spot, I think, a couple of the butterfly orchids. They're well past their best, but that creamy coloured spike of flowers, that's a butterfly orchid. Another one there. So moving back down. Oh, this is a lovely anthill covered in bird's foot trefoil. And from here I'm going to walk with you through a little bit of our woodland and down to the Four Seasons studio, the building that we're nearing the end of construction. Go through a shady, cool bit of woodland first. You may have seen pictures of the studio early on, but I don't think we've shared anything of it, certainly since lockdown began. And the builders came back a while ago, so now you're looking at it from the north. The small building near us is a store, and then the main building, you can see on the roof all the photovoltaic panels. There are panels on the far side roof as well, and this building is going to generate a lot of lovely renewable power during, well, not only summer months actually, it'll generate during the winter as well. There's an exterior staircase there. It's just been fitted in the last couple of days, taking us up to one upstairs room in the new studio building. Watch where I tread, because this is a building site after all. Nobody here today, filming this at the weekend. The builders are back, but in smaller numbers than usual, so that they can keep good social distance. And this is the really rather lovely area of decking outside the building, so that in future years we'll have lots of space to spill outdoors from the main studio room onto this decking area. I'll just see if I can step inside, give you an idea. Here's the main room taking shape. Some natural light from 4 Velux type windows. And in this big studio room, there'll be there and there and there 3 large bifold doors, so that they'll open completely. And in weather like today's, it'll really have a feeling of the inside and outside having minimal barrier between them. Not much to see in this direction, but straight ahead of us through the hallway, the entrance hall, there'll be a kitchen in there, and then a store and 2 toilets, one of them fully sized for disabled access use there. We're really excited about how this building's coming on, and it's great to have the builders back now, and every prospect of it being finished quite soon. We've been waiting on delivery of windows and doors, being specially made for it, and they're due to arrive in a couple of weeks' time. So there it is, 4 Seasons Studio, and off the edge of the decking here, be a little flight of steps down, reconnecting with the path through the woods that used to connect beyond our old art room, for those of you who remember that. Down under the Scots pine and into the woods. So it's farewell to the nearing completion 4 Seasons Studio, and we really can't wait for opportunities to welcome people to stay here. We'll also have the opportunity to use it. At the end of this video, if I can get some footage of the adult swallows coming in and feeding the little chicks, I'll just splice that onto the end of the video. Oh, someone's coming to talk to me. Here we are. Some of you know my cat Otto. Hello, Otto. There you are. You can interpret that as lovely to see you and goodbye. Off he goes. And goodbye from me too. Except watch out for the swallows. They'll follow immediately after this, if I manage to get them. Now, I almost forgot to check another piece of corrugated iron, but let's just have a quick look under this one. Keep your eyes peeled. Here it goes. There's one small adder there. I wonder if you can see it. Hasn't moved at all. A baby. Let's put this down, cover him up again. Him or her. And just pop and see if I can catch those swallows feeding their young. There we are. Mum, or was it Dad, doing the decent thing? And back off very swiftly to collect some more insects. Till the next video, next virtual walk. Bye bye.